Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brad, and I just wanted to make this short little video for you guys. I actually started to make this on the Lux Life channel, but it, for whatever reason, didn't want to fucking stream. So with that said, I want to make this video for you guys because it's very important. It's about your why. So why is 80% of your success? This is just, I don't know, I'm retarded today. But with that said, your why is going to be 80% of your success. It's the emotional reason, your purpose behind what you're doing, what you're doing. So, for instance, I was actually making this video on Lux Life about pickup, and we could talk about it in that sense, and I'll leave it here. So, in game, one of the main reasons that people fail is they don't have a strong enough why. They don't know why they're doing it. So the way to figure this out and experience it yourself is you actually got to ask yourself this question. That's the only way that it's going to work. If you don't actually go ahead and ask yourself this question, really make yourself answer it, you're not going to feel what exactly I'm saying. So in game, you got to ask yourself, why is this important to me? You know, what do I want, and why is this important to me? Those are two very important questions. Then finally, the last question you usually ask is, how do I achieve this? But just focusing in on the why. There have been a lot of different books that have been written about this very topic. You know, anybody who's a leader, anybody who aspires to be an alpha male, as it's very popular to throw that word around, although most people have no idea how to lead people, let alone themselves. They just consider themselves an alpha male because they can approach women and they have the guts to do that, and they broke through the social conditioning, so they're like, yeah, I'm an alpha male, or they take steroids and they're an alpha male. Honestly, if you understand how to lead yourself through asking this question, this would be the definition of a leader, pack leader, alpha male, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Because if you understand your why, and you help others get them to understand their why and why it's important that they follow through as well, especially if they're your employees, then you're really leading people. So anyways, you ask yourself, why am I doing this? What will it mean to me? What will it mean to my future relationships? What will it mean to my future children? You know, like if we're talking about going out and picking up girls, I mean, we're literally talking about the future of your dating and sex life. We're literally talking about the future of, you potentially having children. We're talking about you not being alone, you beating your social anxiety, you beating your uncomfortability. If you don't understand your why, you're not going to have the emotional reasons to follow through. So, for instance, here's the series of questions that you could ask yourself. What do I really want? Well, I want to be able to approach any woman at any time, including the stunners, the fucking super hot chicks that are intimidating. I want to be able to meet even them. Next, why? Why is that important to me? Well, I spent most of my life not being able to do it, and I'm not going to let myself down, and I want to get laid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to not get laid. I don't want to be lonely. Those are great reasons. So when, even just saying those for me, making myself answer them like I just did, I feel like good about it. Now, how are we going to do it? Well, we make it a discipline. We go out each and every day until that happens. We get immersed in the process. We go out every single night. We immerse ourselves in the game theory. You could ask yourself the same questions for business. What do I really want? I want $20,000 this week. Why is that important? It's like, no. Understand the emotional reasons, execute. But you understand, so you can even see maybe in me right now, as soon as I started asking myself those questions, why, now all of a sudden I feel like I have a lot more power. I've got a lot more emotion behind what it is that I'm doing. Whereas before, I wasn't, I answered those questions earlier, but I didn't know why I was doing it right now. So this is a practice that you can do. I just showed you how to do it, through modeling. Like, I'm showing you exactly how I do it. I write it down. But then, right now I'm cooking. I don't have a fucking pad in front of me, so I'm just going to say it verbally. And even just saying it, it reminds me of why this is important to me, my purpose. They say, hey, your purpose, 80% of your success. Your purpose is going to be the thing that gives you the juice to follow through. So that's my 2 cents on that. I hope you guys take that seriously and you ask yourself, why am I doing this? What's the purpose? For instance, even like eating a healthy meal like I eat right now. Why am I doing it? It's easy for me at this point, but when I first started, it was like, why am I even fucking doing this? This is a bitch. Like, this is a pain in the ass. Well, I'm doing this because my buddy Jack died. And I promised them I was going to eat clean and be an example for people and show people how to eat and live clean. You know, I don't want to get cancer. I don't want to get sick. I want to be healthy. I want to look good. I want to fuck good. I want girls, when I take my shirt off, to be like, damn, you look good. I want me to look at myself and be like, damn, I look fucking good. You know, that's an achievement for me. So understanding my why in that is what really motivates me. And it's what's going to push you through when shit gets fucking tough. So that's my 2 cents on that. It's actually not just my 2 cents. It's every single person who's successful's 2 cents, because anybody who's successful, they understand how to ask questions. I actually just got off the phone with another very successful CEO, and it's the same thing. You know, even in those organizations, I was helping them along. It was like, well, I don't understand why when I leave, my team isn't executing what it is that I told them to do. It's like when I leave, all of a sudden, all the fucking business just falls apart. And I said, well, that's not right? Like, don't you want the business to stay together? Shouldn't they run it while you're gone? They say, yeah, but, you know, everybody's scattered and they don't have the same mission and vision. And I'm like, well, you got to ask them why. You know, let me show you how to do this. There's a system. You ask yourself these 3 questions, and you have everybody in your organization understand why they need to do this. Why is it so important that we get 20,000 in sales, that we execute on this, that we have a mission, that we have a culture? Why are we fighting for this? Why does this business need to succeed for me and us? See, he took that in, and he actually is going to incorporate that, which was very cool. And I asked him some questions, got him to make some decisions. It was fucking awesome. Now, this exists in every single level. You got to understand the power of why. This is go to Barnes & Noble, look up any leadership book, look up any business book, look up any single self-development book. It's all about emotion. Why do people not follow through? What's the difference between somebody who executes, who has something? Thank you, man. I appreciate you as well. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. I'm sorry that, you know, Facebook decided to block me, YouTube decided to block me, and everything like that. But if there's anything else that I can do for you guys, you'd like to see me discuss a particular topic, go in a different direction, talk about business, leadership, influence, whatever it is that you want me to talk about, I'm here to serve. You know, that's what this channel is all about. So with that said, I just want to say one more thing about this. I haven't been fucking sleeping much. I'm sorry, guys. Putting out fires in the business. But look, fact of the matter is that your why is going to be the thing that drives you in every area of life. You know, your subconscious mind has to know why we're doing this. Because again, you know, in business, the number one, I frankly agree that the number one thing that allows people to be successful in business and in game and being able to pick up women, and even if you're not in game and you're in a relationship, it's resilience. It's the ability to adapt and overcome and lead yourself in chaos. You know, a lot of people who are employees, they say, oh, yeah, I want to be an entrepreneur. It's very cool to say you want to be an entrepreneur. But, you know, everybody says that. Everybody talks a good game up until the point where they have to rely, like that is the only source of income is from your own business. You know, and then the market shifts. You know, maybe you get lucky. You're moonlighting at your job. You have your job, and then you're taking your time to build your business, and then it takes off. And then you leave your job, and then all of a sudden you're relying on your business, things are all good, and then the market shifts. Google changes its algorithm, Facebook ads goes away, your way of getting clients gone. Now you have to adapt and overcome, and most people, you know, what's the survival rate of businesses today? How many businesses are started in America per year? 50,000. What percentage are around? And by that, I mean, you know, entrepreneurs, people, you know, when a business fails, what that means is that person who started the business, they have a job. They quit being an entrepreneur. They have a job at that point. They're not like necessarily continuing a business. They go get a job, so they're out. So, by the way, in the first year, 50% are gone. Within 10 years, how many, 50,000 businesses are started each year in the United States alone. You know, within 10 years, 20,000 survive, 4%. 4%. So why is that? It's because you got to be able to lead yourself. You got to understand your why. You're going to get tossed around by life. Life kicks your fucking ass. Everybody goes through that. And the difference between people who can lead and people who can't lead is that people who can lead, they understand how to ask questions. Because questions are the best way to influence yourself and influence other people. You know, that's leadership. That's what it's all about. So if we're talking about game, understand, why is it important that we learn how to do this? You know, I'll be honest with you guys. I live in New York City. I teach guys about game. And, you know, again, I go out every single night. I don't see too many guys approaching. I know a lot of guys read pickup material, but there really are not a lot of guys that actually approach. So why is that? I would argue that they don't have enough emotion to make themselves follow through. For me, you know, dude, I fucking make it very clear why I'm doing it. I get associated to those negative emotions if I don't follow through. A good question I ask myself sometimes is, what will my life look like 5 years from now if everything goes wrong? And that fucking scares the shit out of me, man. It really does. And I've been through enough shit recently to where, like, oh my God, like that really could happen. I'm literally in a few days gonna be 30. What the fuck? You know, and I had goals. I was like, by the time I'm 30, I wanted to be, you know, a certain level of income. I want to be 7-figure guy. You know, I'm like 6-figure guy, whatever. That's great. I want to be 7-figure guy. I always wanted to be that. Didn't make it. And that's probably not going to change in the next few days. I'm fucking pissed about it. You know, by the time I was 30, I had goals. I was like, well, I wanted this relationship to be this way. I wanted my relationship with my kids to be this way. So I'm like, and it's just not there yet. And it pisses me off. And because of that, I'm like, that is why the fuck I have to do this. And I get intense. I am intense. Most people, if they know me, I'm pretty intense. But most business people who make it, I've been in business for 7 years, man. That's what you got to do. Oh. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. They deleted it. They literally, and it sucks too. Like, you know, I literally had probably $70,000 that I had spent on Google, Facebook ads. All those statistics gone. I had all my testimonials gone, page gone. I'm not even trying to complain. I mean, what am I gonna do? You know, I have a friend who, you know, works with Facebook, and maybe he'll be able to pull some strings. I'm not counting on it. Whatever. It is what it is. That's the nature of business. I made mistakes, and because of that, I paid. So now I have to figure out a way out of it, which is what I'm doing. Fight my way out, just like I always have. That's leadership. That's leadership, by the way. When shit goes wrong, you know, you got to find that you got to ask yourself another great question. This is a question, I love this question, even though it fucking sucks. You know, I was sitting here at 2 in the morning. I logged into my personal Facebook, which was the last one that they hadn't deleted, that I was still running my businesses through, and I'm like, gone. It was just like, your account has been disabled, and we don't tell you why. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, fuck! Like, I just wanted to fucking lose it. And, you know, I sat there pissed for a couple seconds, and then I asked myself the question that you're supposed to ask when problems arise. What's great about this? And the first thing that you're going to get when you say that is fucking nothing. Fucking nothing is good about this. There's not a fucking thing. Fuck you. Then you're like, come on, man. Like, I know you're saying that, but like, really, what's great about this? And what you say, thanks, man. I'll gladly remake it. Just leave a comment down below. I'll make any of these videos for you guys. And by the way, the best way to stay in touch with me is through my blog. Even though the email thing isn't like super great, the email ebook offer isn't like super awesome yet, best way to stay in touch is for you to leave your email on my blog. And I'll be updating the email offer soon. So you'll get like some awesome ebook in your mailbox for leaving your email. But with that said, point of the matter is I asked myself, like, what's great about this? And I was like, well, what's great about this is it's going to make me grow. I'm going to have to find other solutions from this. I'm going to have to figure it out. And that's what's happening now. I'm figuring it out. And because of that, I've had to learn a whole bunch of new things, you know, scramble. Thank God I had a whole bunch of money in the bank and in crypto so I can survive and continue to go on as I rebuild the business. And that's it. And there's a lot of people in that position as well. So if you guys have, you know, think about anybody that you could recommend to this channel that you think might benefit from them. If you wouldn't mind, give me a like, share, and subscribe. And, you know, tell people, you know, about this channel so I can rebuild faster. That'd be awesome. So that's about it, guys. Anything that you want me to talk about, email me, leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to serve you guys. Peace.